Alright, people. So another filler video, and this is really and truly just about Woodcat post IPO. So going to go over the basis of allotment and master create a little Excel thing so you can use it essentially to like check up how much shares you're going to be getting when the allotment is due and how much you can expect in return. So if you're not interested, stick around. If you like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and with that, let's begin. I don't even use intro anymore. Anyways, alright, off the bat, all subscription was taken up. One of the most recent IPOs that have been oversubscribed, which is a good thing, a good indicator to the market and to other companies so they can essentially attempt to come to the market and they'll be successful. One wasn't a bad company overall. The base of allotment for the general public is you get the first $25,000 and you get 67%, 67.66% of everything else afterwards. And essentially, they were looking to raise $750 million at 9 cents per share. But for anybody who don't remember much about the company, I'm going to just say some highlights about Woodcat, and then we can essentially go to the calculator. Alright, so what I know about the offer. So the offer really and truly don't matter. It don't go on early. But a quick breakdown of companies that they sell wooden products. But predominantly they specialize in pallets. They're one of actually probably the biggest pallet producer in Jamaica. Alright. And when you think about Woodcat, you can just always think that Woodcat is going to be tied to the manufacturing and distribution industry. However, it's going to be a bit lower. So if manufacturing and distribution industry are say 5% growth, you can expect Woodcat growth to be, it can be above 5% or it can be a little bit less. So there is that it is going tight because everything uses the pallets. Alright. It may actually grow if they decide to expand externally, but there is that. So they produce wooden products, so pallets predominantly. They produce pallets, mulch, wood shaving. They also produce plastic pallets. Well, they also import plastic pallets and sell it to the local supplier. So as it relates to their dividend policy, which as a new company, you don't expect the company to actually be giving dividends. But if we are lucky and based on a very vague and rough calculation, you get about 2% return on your money at the 90-cent price. If the stock price increase, it might go down or it might actually go depending on their revenue. All in all, they're going to pay out roughly 25% of their net income in dividend if they do decide to do so. And bear in mind, this is an IPO and half of a sale. Their man essentially sold out a part of their ownership of Woodcat to the public. Really and truly, the company getting about $375 million for their self. And a little side quest as it relates to their man. When they bought this company in 2018, they bought it for about $355 million. Alright? And come now 2026 roughly, they would have made $100 million in dividends. They would have also sold their share valuing at $352 million, which is basically net them a profit of $97 million, plus still keeping 49% of the company. We look at investment for their amount. Let's continue. As it relates to the financial now, in 2021-2022, they had a big surge in revenue growth. However, more recent years, so 2023 to 2024, it was about 2.5%, give or take the growth. I think they're maxed out the market in the grand scheme of things, and they're just, I guess the price increase would be the reason for growth. But there is that. As it relates to their DuPont analysis, their main driver really and truly is really sales, profit margin, and the return on assets. Really and truly isn't anything crazy. It's, as you can see on the screen, and one good thing also is that it's not burdened down by debt. Is fairly lean company. They don't really have much liabilities on their sheet, which is interesting. Well, liabilities compared to assets. So there is, as you can see, the quant analysis mimics really and truly main market stock gradual growth. The only thing is that the leverage is higher, essentially, like, but not by market standard, really and truly. And to get a better, I guess, visual representation of what is taking place on this like stock, I have just done all the ratios, and so the one that are green indicate that it's good for the industry. This color scheme is a conditional format that is cross-referencing a folder that I have that I'm creating for my softwares whenever it reach essentially different industries and what is a good or not good ratio. As you can see, predominantly they are green. The only thing would be revenue growth. Ideally, in this industry, you want it between 5 to 10%. It's a 3. The admin expenses as a percent of revenue is also high. Ideally wanted like below 15%. But there is that. Solvency is also a little gray area, so this cash will help increase them working capital and should change this number. And liquidity, them relatively liquid, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, I think about it. And them efficiency, meaning how long it take for them between producing the goods, selling it, and collecting it. Between producing the goods and selling it and collecting it from their buyers, essentially. So there is that. It's just the cash conversion cycle is the hardest part for them. So how much time you can do that in a year is low. We don't want 4 times every 3 months, but at this max it'll be about 2-ish times or like almost 3 times for the year. So there is that. I don't know, for relative valuation, and I am begging you guys. Relative valuation is just numbers. I am not a financial advisor. Please contact a financial advisor. Don't take anything God say as law. I know I just some foolish numbers me I put up and color. But yeah, so for relative valuation, and this is based off all the companies within that kind of industry and also junior market companies, it would be about $1.44 for the relative valuation. There's also something I'm working on. Well, me I test it. Something I learned. So me I test it. I'm just on a strict program. In the grand scheme, I think it calculates the PE ratio, the EBITDA, return on equity, the price to book, the PEG ratio, and dividend yield in a weighted fashion. And based on that number, the stock price or the valuation of it using those metrics would be about $1.26. So there is that. Now for the calculator, I think I'm wasting the time long enough and me for actually go through. So after I'll have my commentary on the whole IPO situation, seeing that it goes now. But yeah. So this calculator really and truly is something I create, and I'll be putting it in the shared group that I have on Telegram. For those who use Telegram, I don't know which other way to send media to you guys. So it's going to be in the group. As a quick reference, anything that is blue is automatically calculated. Anything that is, I guess, not blue, which is black, would be you calculating yourself. So let's go. So for the investment amount, I'm just giving an example. So say you put 100,000 in it, and the stock price is 90 cents. So these are numbers that you'd have to manually enter. 90 cents. The total potential amount they could get, assuming this is also minus the fees. As you can see, minus the fees, whatever JC charges, I think is 190 something. The total potential amount you can get is essentially 111 101 shares if you put $100,000. This is changeable, so you can always change it to 50 and everything 50,000 and everything would change. So go after the 100,000 situation. So the sure amount, as NCB stated, is that you will pay 25,000. You get your first 25,000 shares, not dollar. The first 25,000 shares, and then essentially the balance that I have after would be this, which really and truly is simple maths by a minus where you sure forget from where you could get. So there is that allocation going to be 66.66% of whatever you have, whatever them say you have left. So basically, it's probably 60% of this, 66 of the balance of shares we get would I give you this amount. So 66% of what would be of the $86,000 plus your short amount would essentially give this amount of shares that you're going to get and how much money you're going to get returned back going to be down here. And as you can see, the formulas are there. I'm going to stop a lot of the formulas. That is, yeah. So the formula is there. Please, whenever you click on it, just press escape if you're not familiar with it. So there is that. They're going to return you about 25 grand, 25,064, and really and truly, this is the heading at the top. And for those who invested less than the short amount of units, and you want to know exactly how much you need to make more, how much you have needed to invest in more before you use this calculator, it down here. So put if you invest less than the short amount times the stock price, then no need to use the calculator. Can I get everything? So the short amount is 25,000. If the stock price is 90 cents, you don't need to invest in about $22,500. So my commentary. So a few things I would want to put out there, and I feel like probably some people might not know, is JC had at one time IPO at the opening close. So up to the opening date, people been a buy, and then like as the touch button market closed, so a person know the opportunity to buy. Them time your IPO are oversubscribed. You said the word IPO, everything get digital. You see me? So yeah, and companies knew this, so them when they have anything else, even if it's not IPO, they'll put IPO in it or something like that, and skewing the actual name of IPO, essentially it's an initial public offering. And I guess investors got desensitized to the word in the grand scheme of things, and it wasn't as effective as before. So then they kind of stopped. However, less deviation. JSC had said there's no more 1 second IPO or whatever, or 1 day IPO. So the day the IPO touches the market, you have essentially about 3 days, 3 to 5 days, where the IPO cannot go. It have to still do not public. That's what them there suggest, and I guess companies are working with them. Same kind of article, and so there is that. So when it opened the day and close same time, you have to understand that. Well, there is that. So I know it's really and truly when open the Monday, or whenever I did open November, there will be 3 to 5 days before it actually closed. So there is that. But then when I saw the broker, which is NCB, I was like, alright, cool. NCB are the main broker. Fine. But what I think some companies are not acknowledging is where most of the dominant retail investors are. And that is with JMB. So they're holding out. I guess they're holding out for a little minute. And then probably just never get as much traction as they would want. So then they end up put JMB on, like literally. And I think we make one video about this. When JMB come in, it was expected to close because even the group will have I was saying that yo, the IPO will close now because other person want genuinely going by. Because truly, really and truly, it's about friction, and it's not one of them company there where you can say, oh, you have to get this, have to get this. You can get one open market, but it's just not one of them company where people. It's a simple, boring company in a grand scheme of things. So you know, really, like if it's not easy to get it, a lot of people will probably just say, "Oh, get it." And as them put some other companies, but those companies have for them own barrier to entry, as relates to how much money you have to have in capital. So a person wouldn't even buy in it, and a person who have money in that magnitude or in that probably not really actively go for those small companies. So there is that. As I say, it's a simple company, nothing flashy. I did make a full YouTube video on this company. If you're interested to find out more about the company, you can check it out, and I'll try and put the link. YouTube have something where you can sign a tab. You can click on it. Yeah, I'll try to put it there. So, and on the screen, so the homepage you can see. Yeah. Oh, also, I get my merch, my stool, water, and I come and drink water. But in a grand scheme of things, so yeah. So whenever we do decide for actually launch it, probably sometime in the upcoming week, I'll make it available. So yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna say a very short video. Short is relative, but as always, love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.